And you do have to remember that this is the most demanding political presentation forum in the world, and PMQs is the most demanding exercise that you have to do in that forum. She also had to cope with a surprise result on the other side of the Atlantic, and it was her first time. But both politically and literally, she still has to find her voice. This turned into a bit of a baptism by napalm, and unfortunately, the napalm, she sometimes threw a bit at herself.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
She gave Keir Starmer some easy scoring points. She criticised him for pre-scripted responses when she was reading out her notes herself, gave him a huge easy laugh. She said that she was accusing him of student politics, and he was able to come back spontaneously with the words, "I think you're giving us a masterclass in student politics." And that went down very, very well indeed. And of course, there was a lack of detailed grasp. She said that the budget hadn't mentioned defence at all, when in fact it had. And unfortunately, it all showed a certain lack of preparation and certainly a lack of rehearsal. To be really spontaneous, you've got to rehearse like hell.
And it's extraordinary because I know Sunak would rehearse for hours in the morning, the night before, because you are on your feet. 6 questions.
Sunak and Dowden would rehearse for a day and a half. Now, admittedly, it's different when you're throwing the questions as opposed to receiving them. You've got to be ready to receive anything. But using a cricketing analogy, this is the only time that the leader of the opposition gets the chance to take back control. And once a week, she gets the chance to bowl 6 balls, and they've got to be brilliant. They can be bumpers, leg breaks, they could be googlies, but these weren't prepared well enough.
The first question was good, I thought.
It was, if a little obvious, bearing in mind the Lammy controversy, but the others weren't quite well scripted enough.
Maybe she needs to have people around her who are going to challenge her and say, no, you're wrong on that, you can't use that word, you're wrong. Maybe, does that tell us a bit
yes, it
about
does. It does strike a chord with me. Let me give you a contrast. When Dowden or Sunak were preparing for PMQs, both on the morning of...
Dowden, just to remind people, was the Deputy Prime Minister, so he would have to step...
Absolutely. There wouldn't be just casual rehearsals. There would be 10 people in the room, all briefed to take certain roles. We would have someone sitting in the corner as the speaker and various other people taking different roles within the scenario. And this looked like somebody who'd rehearsed just by having a quick chat around the table.